The great Wali Umar Al-Farooq radiallahu an, told by wise Wali. Salam, my dear friends. It's me, wise Wali. Today, I will tell you about a man so strong that even Shaitan was afraid of him. A man who changed from being the toughest enemy of Islam to one of its greatest heroes. He was Umar bin Al-Khattab radiallahu an, the second Khalifa of Islam, the lion of justice, and the one our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam called Al-Farooq, the one who separates truth from falsehood. Are you ready? Let's begin. Before Islam, Wali Umar radiallahu an was known for his strength. He was tall, mighty warrior with a fierce look in his eyes. People were afraid of him. But do you know what was hidden inside him? A soft heart. Now let me tell you the most amazing part of his story. At first, Umar bin Khattab radiallahu an was one of Islam's strongest enemies. One day, he was so angry with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he decided to kill him. On his way, someone told him, "Before you do anything, go check on your sister. She has become Muslim." His own sister? Umar bin Khattab was furious. He rushed to her house. When he entered, he heard a beautiful recitation of the Quran. It was from Surah Taha. His sister refused to give him the pages, saying, "You are not pure." He washed himself and then read, "Taha ma anzalna alayka al-Qur'ana litashqa." Taha, O Prophet, we have not sent down the Quran to cause you harm and distress. His heart shook. Tears fell from his eyes. "This is the truth," he said. "Take me to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam." That day he became Muslim. Would you be brave enough to change your ways for the truth? When Wali Umar Al-Farooq radiallahu an accepted Islam, everything changed. Before, Muslims prayed in secret, but now, with Wali Umar radiallahu an on their side, he said, "Why should we hide? Let's pray in the Kaaba." And so, for the first time, Muslims walked to pray openly, led by Wali Umar radiallahu an and Wali Hamza radiallahu an. Would you be that brave for Islam? After Wali Abu Bakr passed away, Wali Umar radiallahu an became the second Khalifa. But guess what? He didn't live in a palace. He didn't wear fancy clothes. He lived simply, like everyone else. One night, he dressed like an ordinary man and walked through the streets. He saw an old blind woman struggling. He asked her, "Who takes care of you?" She replied, "No one." "But Umar, the Khalifa, should." Tears filled his eyes. He came back at night with food on his back and cooked for her with his own hands. She didn't know it was him. Would you help someone without telling them who you are? During his rule, Islam spread to Persia, Egypt, and Jerusalem, Palestine. But Umar radiallahu anh was not just a warrior, he was a just ruler. When he conquered Jerusalem, he entered the city walking on foot. He cleaned Masjid al-Aqsa with his own hands and gave safety to all the people. A Christian priest even said, "If all the rulers were like Umar, the world would be at peace." One morning, Wali Umar Al-Farooq radiallahu an was leading the Fajr Salah in the masjid when suddenly he was stabbed. A man who hated Islam had attacked him. As he lay dying, he asked, "Did the Muslims finish their salah?" Even in his last moments, he was thinking about salah. Finally, after ruling for 10 years, he passed away. And guess what? He was buried right next to our Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam and Wali Abu Bakr radiallahu an. Oh my dear Wali, here are 3 lessons we learn from Wali Umar Al-Farooq radiallahu an. Number 1. True strength is not just in muscles, but in the heart. Wali Umar Al-Farooq radiallahu an was strong, but his greatest strength was his love for Allah. Number 2, stand for justice, no matter what. He always helped the weak, even when he was the leader of the world. Number 3, change is possible. Even if someone starts as an enemy of Islam, they can become a great wali of Allah. May Allah make us brave, just, and caring, just like Wali Umar bin Al-Khattab Al-Farooq radiyallahu an. Ameen.